Have you ever wondered what truly captures a woman's heart? Not just for a moment, but for a lifetime? It's not the size of your bank account. It's not how flashy your car is. And it's definitely not how expensive your watch might be. What if I told you there are 6 timeless traits, praised even by ancient Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius, that women secretly desire more than money? 6 things that stir something deeper than material wealth? If you're serious about improving your love life, strengthening your mindset, and becoming the kind of man women admire even in silence, you're going to want to watch this video till the very end. So before we dive into this ancient wisdom, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share this with someone who's ready to level up. This might just change the way you view relationships forever. Let's begin with a story that sets the stage. Story: a modern man, a Stoic realization. Meet Armen. Armen wasn't a millionaire. He didn't have washboard abs. He didn't live in a penthouse, nor did he walk around with Gucci shoes. In fact, he lived a quiet life, working a modest job, going to the gym a few times a week, and reading philosophy in his spare time. Yet, women were naturally drawn to him, not in the Hollywood chick flick sort of way. It was something deeper, a quiet strength, a kind of presence that made him memorable, irresistible. One evening, sitting on a park bench reading Meditations by Marcus Aurelius, a friend asked him, "What's your secret? You don't have money and you're not trying that hard, yet they admire you." Armen smiled and simply said, "Because I've stopped chasing and started embodying." What did he mean by that? Let's unravel it. 1. Inner peace, a fortress she can trust. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "Nowhere you can go is more peaceful, more free of interruptions than your own soul." Women are silently drawn to men who possess emotional calm. Why? Because in a world full of chaos, peace is power. Armen didn't overreact. He didn't start fights over text replies. He didn't become insecure when his girlfriend wore something nice. His peace was unshakable, not because he was indifferent, but because he was rooted. And women loved that. They felt safe, not in a protective bodyguard sense, but in a psychological and emotional way. A woman admires a man who doesn't allow the world or his emotions to control him. She admires a man who has mastered himself. Money can buy attention, but peace wins loyalty. 2. Presence, the gift most men never give. One evening, Armen sat across from a woman at dinner. She was used to men distracted by their phones, gazing around the room, half listening, but not him. He looked into her eyes, listened with intention, and didn't interrupt. He wasn't trying to impress. He was simply present, and that was rare. Marcus Aurelius emphasized this deeply. Confine yourself to the present. Being present is more powerful than flowers, dinners, or vacations. Because presence says, "I'm here, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally." You become the escape from her distractions, her worries, her masks. Most men chase women, but the man who listens deeply, he's the one she remembers when she lays in bed at night. 3. Purpose, the flame that can't be ignored. In Meditations, Aurelius asked himself constantly, what is your purpose? What is your duty as a human being? Purpose is magnetic. A man on a mission doesn't need to speak loudly. His direction speaks for him. Armen woke up every day not just to work, but to build. He had goals, discipline, a vision. He wasn't idle. He didn't waste time. And women could sense it. One told him, "You're not obsessed with impressing me, and that makes me want you more." That's the paradox. A man who is centered on his purpose becomes so rare that women naturally want to be part of his world. Because deep down, every woman longs to walk beside a man who's walking towards something. Purpose creates gravity. 4. Integrity, the unspoken aphrodisiac. What is integrity? It's doing the right thing when no one is watching. It's saying what you mean and meaning what you say. It's when your actions align with your values. Marcus Aurelius lived by this. He believed that a man must live in accordance with nature, and that meant with truth. Armen once turned down an opportunity to cut corners at work that would have earned him more money. His friend said, "Nobody would have found out." He replied, "I would have." That level of self-accountability created trust. Women saw he wasn't just a good man, he was a man of virtue. In a world where many men lie, ghost, cheat, and manipulate, integrity is shockingly attractive because it builds something money never can: respect. 5. Emotional strength, the balance between fire and calm. Let's clear a myth. Women don't want emotionless robots. They want emotionally grounded men. those who feel deeply, but are not ruled by feelings. Marcus Aurelius faced death, war, betrayal, and yet remained composed. He reminded himself, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Armen once got rejected, not by a job or society, but by a woman he admired deeply. She told him, "You're great, but I don't feel the spark." Most men crumble. He didn't. He thanked her, smiled, and walked away, not in arrogance, but in understanding. Later, she messaged him back, confused by his calm. Why? Because women are used to either aggression or neediness. Rarely do they see acceptance and maturity. Emotional strength is quiet. It's not about suppressing feelings, it's about mastering them. Self-respect, the standard that teaches her how to treat you. A man without self-respect will bend, shrink, and overgive. He will tolerate disrespect in the name of love. But a Stoic man, like Armen, and like Marcus Aurelius, lives by a code. If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. Self-respect means you walk away when needed. You don't chase validation. You don't beg to be chosen. It means you choose yourself first, and in doing so, you become a man worth choosing. Armen once ended a relationship, not because the woman was cruel, but because she didn't align with his values. She didn't understand at first. Months later, she told him, "No man has ever respected himself enough to walk away from me." And that memory stayed with her far longer than any expensive gift could. The transformation. You see, Armen wasn't special. He wasn't born with some gift. He simply chose to study the wisdom of men like Marcus Aurelius and live it. He didn't read Stoicism like a textbook. He treated it like a manual. Every rejection, heartbreak, and failure became an opportunity to embody strength, not collapse into weakness. And that's what made the difference. Because women, real women, aren't impressed by just what you have. They're drawn to who you are when no one's watching, to how you act when you're under pressure, to what you stand for when it's inconvenient, to how you lead yourself when no one is following. And that is the essence of Stoicism. Closing thoughts, summary, and legacy. Let's recap what women secretly crave more than money. 1. Inner peace. Your calm becomes her anchor. 2. Inner presence. Your attention becomes her validation. 3. Purpose. Your mission becomes your magnet. 4. Integrity. Your honesty becomes her security. 5. Emotional strength. Your control becomes her comfort. 6. Self-respect. Your boundaries become her admiration. These aren't tricks. These are truths. And Marcus Aurelius knew it. He didn't speak of love in modern terms, but his philosophy, when applied, shapes you into the man women respect, desire, and remember. So the question isn't, how do I get women to like me? It's, how can I become a man that I like and let the right women find me along the way? Let the others chase money. Let them flash and flaunt. You become solid, grounded, wise, a Stoic in a chaotic world. And that will always be irresistible. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.